It's a Monday and we're going to cruise. The weather's still pretty nice.
Although it is quite windy.
I think it'll be alright.
Yeah.
So we're just going to cruise a little bit further up to the next flight of locks, but hopefully find a mooring before them.
It's been a lovely spot. We've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, really nice. Right next to the Iron Trunk Aqueduct. Very cool little, I don't know what you call it, landmark. Tiny baby duckies. First things first, there's a water point just before the lock, so we're going to make use of it as Amy's been doing some washing. The torture of waiting for water. It's having a very difficult day. Right, water's done. Time to go through what should be the only lock of the day. Cosgrove Lock. So Cosgrove Lock is actually where the old Buckingham Canal used to go from here all the way to Buckingham. We can't actually take the boat down there, so past Amy and Wes are going to take you on foot. Thanks, Current Us. We're going to take you down the Buckingham Canal.
Let's have a little look.
So on this sign, it tells us that the canal arm basically went from here to Buckingham. So from Cosgrove, where we are, all the way along the river, Great River Ouse.
There. Quite far, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's being restored by the Buckingham Canal Society.
It's really nice to see signs and things saying that canals are being restored, even if it's very slowly. Particularly at this time when everything seems to be going a bit downhill and there's funding cuts and all the rest of it. It'd be so nice to get more of these old canals up and running again.
Let's have a look. These must be that are helping to restore it.
Yeah.
Go and have a look. I think it's all private moorings along, and I don't think we can get the boat here because there's no winding hole, but we're going to walk it and have a look. Wow. So this bridge was rebuilt and it's now in use since 2020.
Wow, so they are actively working on it then and making some good progress.
So let's go a bit further. So this is past, you can't bring boats here, but it looks like they are working on it.
It's got water in it, which is a good sign. Nice, but there's a lot of flies.
It's just that time of year. Rufus is scared of the bag.
No, it's okay.
Alright.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy, come on then.
It's okay, it's just a bag, see?
Oh, good boy. Quickly then. Away.
It looks like we've been walking for about 15 minutes. Looks like this is the end of the water bit.
Whoa. Ooh. It's like the end of the Wendover arm, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy like how it just stops and then...
They just put a load of dirt in the way.
I think that's so they can get the tractors.
Yeah.
And we get to the non-water section. And it's crazy, they must just have to dig out each little bit, miles and miles, line it, make sure it's all like the bank's proper, and then fill it.
And Amy's going to have a go in this now. I would love to have a go in one of them at some point though, they do look fun.
That water's so clear, it must be like a natural spring or something.
I think they're just offloading it from somewhere else, aren't they? It looks very refreshing and it's been quite hot today. I'd quite like to go in there.
Whoa, and then this is the old lot of work to do.
Whoa. A little bit wild.
Just a bit.
It's like being back at the K&A.
You can just about see the ditch where the canal would be.
Yeah. And if they did that bridge all the way down there in 2020, it must take quite some time to restore this much of canal. What's even crazier, oh, I'm zoomed in. What I think's even crazier as well is that we've got all those cool modern toys to do it with. But imagine back in the day, some of the canals were dug out with just hand tools. Like, imagine the amount of work that must have taken. Very impressive.
Well, this is what a disused canal looks like. It's weird, all the water's gone, maybe evaporated over time, and then nature's just took its course.
Which is why it's so important to support our canal networks and keep using them, because it would be such a shame if they all fell into disrepair. Look how far we've gone from Cosgrove Lock. Next stop, Old Stratford.
Starting to get really overgrown over here.
I don't think we'll be making it all the way to Old Stratford today. It is getting more and more wild. Slugs. Oh, oh,
Not here.
oh, goodness.
You can do it though.
Excuse me, sir. Don't mind me.
We're not going to go much further because it's getting quite treacherous and we're going to come out for a quick evening walk, but it's really cool seeing what we've seen.
Hopefully someday we'll be able to come back and have a little pootle down it on Gigi or on a hire boat, or maybe just Condor.
Come on then, move here. Wow, it's even prettier on the way back. You know what they say, red sky at night, shepherd's delight. It's going to be nice tomorrow. Back to you, current us. Well, we hope you enjoyed that. Let's continue. Wes just tried to chuck me the keys, and for the first time they've gone in, but at least the cork.
We never actually knew if they floated. I don't know how I threw them so far. I threw them from down there, clean over Amy's head. Right,
You almost blamed me for not catching them.
He wouldn't have been able to. It was so high.
At least we know how cork works. Now we're at the second lot of facilities because this one's got an Elson point. There is a water point here, but we were told the water pressure at the bottom is better.
Yeah, so we're full to the brim now. Just got to do the toilets and bins.
Right, full facilities done, and we are cruising. We're heading for the bottom of Stoke Bruerne locks. We don't want to do that today, but we just want to get closer.
Coming up on the left though is Phil, and it was him and Dino that finally fixed Gigi's horn and light the other week, so we're going to give it another little test as we go past him.
Oh, it's called Penny.
Wow, and he's got a butty as well.
He's got a butty with a hot tub in it. Now that's just showing off.
And he's got Sploshy with a fancy electric outboard, and that all behind there is like one massive solar farm.
Very impressive setup.
That's got to be one of the best. Here's their big van that they take to shows. I think they're taking that to Crick, aren't they?
Yeah, we'll see them there.
Building their own batteries, how cool is that? They look so slick.
And that's Phil's camper van.
Oh wow, this is a lovely stretch.
Yeah, Cosgrove.
Really nice. Amy's got an interesting fact about this bridge.
I don't, I just saw a sign that said Old Bridge.
There you go, the legendary Old Bridge.
excited because I'm pretty sure until we get to Birmingham, we're going to be in the countryside now with like just little towns and peacefulness, which is nice. It's a nice break after London and a break before Birmingham.
Some of you may notice that Rufus is wetter and slightly brighter than he normally is.
I was cleaning the roof and then all of the stuff went all over his back. So then I had to rinse it off with the hose pipe anyway. So then I just gave him a little bath on the hose pipe, which he hates, but he'll be alright. He's drying off in the sun.
I was just busy doing the toilets and all I could hear was, Rufus, wait, Rufus, good boy. And I knew that he was in some sort of distress. Bench goals.
That's one of our next projects. A lot of people have said the kitchen cupboards, which yes, we agree, they desperately need doing. But some kind of seat.
Amy's been banging on about this since we first left the
Because
arena.
when we're cruising, I don't really have anywhere to sit usually.
We're finally not cruising past moored boats for a bit so we can stretch Gigi's legs.
On a Monday, or it's the area we're in, but we've not seen another boat for miles. Usually when we're cruising on a weekend we would pass like probably 5 boats by now.
Is this just what it's like for other people? It's nice.
That's what we like to see.
They're full again. It's so weird in summer, you just can't use up the power. It's a bit windy here.
It's blowing everything over. I'm trying to lay out a little lunch.
Just Ritz cracker dust just blowing in the breeze. We haven't eaten again today because we forgot, because it's a cruising day like we always do. So it's time for Boat Times on the Move, another British classic dish. And now for the essential bit to really help those flavours marry together. A British classic.
Perfect. Do a bit more jam on there, lad.
Whoa, some little baby Ryan Goslings. And even smaller ones.
I love the difference between geese and swans, because with swans, if another swan goes anywhere near the babies, then they get really crazy. But geese, I think they all like, grow them. No,
Get along.
they all like raise each other's babies together in a little family.
I don't know if you can see, but this boat has the tallest mast I've ever seen. They're basically just hardwired onto the Starlink satellites. Some serious signal being acquired there.
Classic, we've not seen another boat for ages and we've met one on a blind bend. So we're mooring here at the bottom of Stoke Bruerne locks. Wes did just crazily suggest we do all 7 locks today. But we're slowing down now, that's the whole point.
If we got them done, then they'd be done. But Amy raised a good point that at some point soon, I think Bear's going to try and catch up with us again. It makes way more sense to do a flight of 7 with them than on our own now.
Got to try and get Wes used to the idea of not being in a rush all the time anymore.
It's the mentality of eating your vegetables first, though. It's like you get all the bits that are hard work out of the way, and then you can just sit back and relax.
Yeah, but we'll start to enjoy the locks now.
Enjoy the vegetables. This will do nicely.
Go back a bit.
Oh no, not really.
No.
No. The ring's here.
We're parallel on this one.
Yeah, we will be on this one. Mooring up on the vlogs always looks like this really like instantaneous process, but it really isn't. It's just normally that we're doing a lot of stuff, so the camera isn't rolling. But like with rings, they're always really annoyingly spaced for our boat. If you live on a boat, you probably can appreciate that you sort of avoid pins at all costs if you can, if there's rings, because it's just nice mooring on a ring. Amy's just trying to assess if the rings are better over there, and if that makes us too close to the smelly facilities. What do you reckon?
I think the facilities are past that side, so we can go more forward, but that might block the sonar.
It'll be higher in the sky than that, I think.
Well, we go forward then.
Yeah.
Right, pretty happy with that spot.
Amy, why are you doing this in slippers?
I've just nipped out to the roof to have a wind, and I've just got a buzz to do this job, so.
Nice, dignified mount onto the roof.
So, the coal bag storage is gone, but that has left the roof in not a good condition. I'm gonna give it a little mop. So this is just coal stains. That needs some treatment, but that's another day. Just want to get the coal stains off for now. I ended up doing the whole side too, but it's not perfect because this is where the coal bags have ruined the paintwork that we need to angle grind, sand, burnt out, repaint. But for now, at least most of the coal stains are off the roof. We are going to head inside now, and we will see you whenever we do the locks.
Thanks for watching, and join us next time as we tackle the Stoke Bruerne flight.
Subscribe so you don't miss it. Huge thank you to the Chip Pals, and we'll see you next time.